Good evening everyone and welcome to the Sugathadasa Swimming Pool in Colombo for the 29th Dr. Hayman Trophy, an encounter played between the water polo teams of Royal College Colombo and St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia. It's a lovely day for water polo on this Saturday afternoon, and we hope you enjoy the day's proceedings being live streamed on the Papare.com for those joining us from around the globe, and on Dialogue Channel 140 for our viewers in Sri Lanka. The second leg promises to be a real winner as both teams seem evenly matched in the first leg, played at the very same venue last week. Royal lead by the thinnest of margins, 2 goals with a 12-10 goal advantage over arch rivals St. Thomas's College. But in an era of new rules that allow the game to be played at a rapid pace, it's even Stevens until the last whistle. The under-15 game is played for the Mahinda Liyanage Challenge Trophy, which has been dominated by St. Thomas's College with 13 victories to their name, as opposed to 8 victories by Royal College. The one draw stands out in 2011 under the captaincy of Rifat Uwais for Royal College and Akil Sauja for St. Thomas's College. Royal last won this encounter 6 years ago in 2015 under the captaincy of Savinda Dissanayaka, which seems an awful long time ago, after which St. Thomas's have held a firm grip on the trophy for 4 years from 2016 to 2019 under their esteemed captains Anam Sauja, Sai Saivendra, Dhiren Dias and Numal Bolagala. Dhiren Dias is now at the peak of his school's water polo and leads the senior team for the under-19 game, which starts off at 5:30 p.m. this evening. It's also worth noting that Numal Bolagala's father played in the very first Hayman Trophy in 1992 and then 1993. So 29 years after, it's good to see his son take on the trials and tribulations of this magnificent encounter and incredible sport. Speaking of past players, joining me in the commentary box as he did last week is the vice captain of the 2009 St. Thomas's College team, Mahiru Abesekara, who added a lot of insight to the game and will no doubt add colour to today's game if St. Thomas's take an early lead in the first quarter. Welcome, Mahiru.
Thank you, Reza. Thank you for having me back again, and looking forward for a good game of water polo today as well. I hope both teams have gone back to looking at what their options are in moving into the second leg, and I hope St. Thomas's has come with a new game plan to come to close in the deficit of 2 goals, and so that they can put themselves back in the game. And I believe both teams took a bit of time to get into their rhythm after the second quarter, I presume. But Royal managed to capitalize on St. Thomas's mistakes quite better. So that's why they're ahead going into the second leg. But it's even still, like you said again, it's even Stevens until the last whistle. So hoping to see a good game today.
Yes, 2 goals advantage, Mahiru. If you'd just like to take us through that fact. As a young side, do you think they will be happy with the 2-goal lead if you look at it from a Royal College point of view?
I think from Royal College's perspective, it gives them definitely advantage in terms of putting themselves forward in going into the game, as well as he's also a psychological boost as well. But nevertheless, you have the Thomian side also coming into the game, knowing that they have to close in the gap very, very soon in the early stages of the game. So Royal cannot give any room for St. Thomas. So in Royal's perspective, again, like they cannot give any room for St. Thomas's if they really want to keep that lead going ahead.
And perfect timing by the event organizers, because just as Mahiru says, St. Thomas is looking to come back in the first quarter. We've got Eye of the Tiger playing on the deck there, which will give these boys a real boost, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's definitely giving the more 80s movement going into the game. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough game for both sides to close in.
So off screen we have, just to the left of your screen there, we've got the 2 teams having been introduced to the officials and handshakes before the match, which is always good to see. And you should be seeing the teams enter the deck now on your screen there. St. Thomas's College led by Dhruv Pereira, I believe. Sorry, Abiru Galaboda and his vice captain Sheran Nawaz.
in the blue caps there. We're awaiting the Royal College team onto deck.
Yeah, from St. Thomas's, Abiru and Nawaz were the more dominant players in the game. To my knowledge, I think the skipper, the Thomian skipper, had a bit of an injury in last week, but I hope it's not going to be a problem when going into the game today.
Yes, we remember number 10 and number 7 firing from the bars, Mahiro. It'll be talked about a lot. There have been good matchups like that. St. Thomas's have managed to put together. I remember the Ebenezer brothers in 2018-19 who worked well as a pair. Plus, being brothers, they had a bit more understanding. So you'd want your captain and vice captain to really click in this first quarter.
Yeah, definitely. As being more senior players in the pool, of course, your personal performance is a huge factor. But at the same time, you need to get the rest of the team into the rhythm and getting the momentum up. So it's more a part of playing a leadership role as well as being a dominant player in the pool.
As you see the Royal College team in the white caps there on left of screen getting into the pool. And how important will the goalkeepers be, Mahiro? We spoke about how agile the Thomian goalkeeper was last week. Small in structure but amazing in ability.
Yes, Drew Pereira, of course, has shown a lot of skill, especially in the first leg. And hopefully he puts on a good show today as well. And especially when it comes to the long passes he makes through the breaks. He has been quite good at it. So hopefully he puts on a good show today. As we can see, both teams have lined up, getting ready for the swim ball.
And the stadium goes quiet in preparation for the swim ball for the 29th time for this Mahinda Lianage encounter. I beg your pardon, the Mahinda Lianage was started in 1998, so it's coming on the back of the Royal Thomian encounter, but good to have these under 15 games as well, which become a real stepping stone to the senior game.
Yeah, and speaking of the Mahinda Lianage Trophy, the Lianage Trophy is going to kick off right now. You can see okay, and it's the Thomian skipper who went for the swim ball and he wins it. St. Thomas's gets the ball. St. Thomas's pushes it to ball to Nawaz. Nawaz makes a pass to the Thomian number 2. He drives in.
St. Thomas is looking dangerous on the perimeter.
Abiru takes a shot and it's stopped by the Royal College goalie.
So St. Thomas is winning the first ball as they did last week. Had first pick on attack and not a bad start really to kick things off.
And as I said earlier, Riza, St. Thomas is definitely coming in with a plan to close in the deficit. So clearly with the swim ball, they showed that. And Drew Pereira makes a pass to Nawaz. Nawaz drives in. Makes a pass to the Thomian number 2. Thomian number 2 has a clear shot at goal and saved by the Royal goalkeeper. Thomian ball.
St. Thomas's college ball with 30 seconds on the shot clock. They know to form their D now and make maximum use of this possession that they have.
St. Thomas's is clearly playing a wide arc game today, Reza, compared to last week. They're giving a lot of room to pass around.
Yeah, they really need to get that ball to the number 10 and number 7 in the blue cap.
And it's scored by Abiru. The Thomian skipper draws first blood into this second leg.
Excellent goal by St. Thomas's College. They've come to play and the goalkeeper should have reacted a little better there. The Royal College bench was incensed by that call, but really you play on until the referee blows the whistle, and St. Thomas's making full use of that play.
Yeah, the Royal College goalie could have secured the ball at that particular moment.
Royal College with extra man advantage, which means St. Thomas's are playing one defender less. They need to get into that box defense to secure the goal and help their goalkeeper out, because Royal have got some pretty good shooters on them, and they score another one on this first quarter. Well done by Royal College. Good response. We spoke about the shooters at the top.
Yeah, so seems like Royal College has now leveled the scores again. This like they have gone one goal up. So trying to close in with Thomian's.
Both defenses seem a little slow to react, Mahiru. Is it just coming down to the under-15 encounter and lack of experience, do you feel?
I think it's more to do with that's very unfortunate by the Thomian prop. I think, Reza, it mainly has to do with just calming your nerves down and just working the ball around. Of course, we are talking about the under-15 team where compared to the under-19 team where we have less experience. But I just guess it's just to calm yourself down and just focus on working the ball around. Because if you get a bit agitated, especially when it comes to 30 seconds, it will cost you a lot.
So turnover ball there, the referee signaling that St. Thomas's made an offensive attacking foul, which means you're not able to push away the defender when you have the ball with you, even you're on the attacking side. So that's why it resulted in a turnover, and then Royal College have possession now.
Correct. You have to give room for the offensive player to make the free pass. And if it's not the case, then you either get an exclusion or it's turnover.
Dinal Velapilli doing well there to drive across the...
And Royal College scores. Scored by the number 4.
Excellent work by Dinal Velapilli, spotting the gap there in front of goal to do that diagonal swim, drawing 2 defenders onto him, earning the extra man, and then finishing the job that he started. Well done by Royal College to take the lead early in the first quarter.
Yes, Reza. And like I said, Royal is clearly capitalizing on the Thomian mistakes, and minimizing the Thomian mistakes is what St. Thomas's should really focus on without leaving any room, and keeping in mind that they have a deficit of 2 goals to catch up.
Yes, all about responding, all about taking on the opposition and saying, if you can score one, so can I, so let's try this on the other side. Tanura Abewardena, I remember back in the years, was a master at that, really taking on Royal oppositions and then being successful more often than not, simply because he backed his skill.
Correct, yeah. And he definitely had a very skilled team to work around with as well, having players like Danushka Seram and Wayne De Silva.
Interesting you brought up Danushka Seram. He's been instrumental in really molding these under-15 teams into the teams they are today, Mahiru. A very respected coach, excellent skill with the water polo ball at hand, and good disciplinarian as well. Key ingredients that you need to build a senior St. Thomas's College team, which is what we saw the result of in the first leg on the scoreline.
Beautiful steal by the Thomian number 4 there. Abiru takes the foul and makes a pass back to the Thomian number 4. He drives in. Thomian number 4 takes shot attempt. Deflected by the Royal goalie.
Good. He would have known to drift towards the left of the goal there just to create a few more angles, because even though his defender was on him, he was pressuring him and not giving an easy foul. So sometimes this is where experience comes in, to take a step back and then survey better options. But well done to Royal College on defense there. St. Thomas's seem to have a lot of possession, Mahiru.
Yeah, St. Thomas's definitely is winning a lot of possession. Feel There's an exclusion there. Tomian. Oh, it's a penalty. It's a penalty for Royal College, and it's taken by the Royal College number 7. So he takes a shot and he scores.
I think that's Yusuf Sihar. We seem to have cap number 7 down as Suleiman Sihar, but we apologize if that's the case. Suleiman Sihar scoring for Royal College. And again, penalty coming as because of the Royal College drive into that St. Thomas's defensive D and then earning them a penalty.
Yes, Reza. And for those who would like to know, when the offensive team has the ball in hand and they makes a drive in and the defensive player tries to stop the player from driving in with the ball, it is a penalty awarded.
So the Tomian bench, just having seen this, an exclusion and then a penalty, both of which Royal have converted, do you think they drop the defense a little more onto the goal, Mahiru?
I think in this instance, it's vital that St. Thomas's sticks closes in the gap between each player, so they mark very tight without giving room, because by giving room, they're giving options for them to make a shot at goal. So.
Oh dear, that was both hands by the Royal College defender, which means St. Thomas's have another 30 seconds on this side.
The Royal goalie seems to be quite calm in terms of like expecting what shot at goal is going to come.
So St. Thomas's didn't make advantage of that. I wonder whether it's because of the noise that we have from outside, but they seem to have lost possession on that. That was a clear St. Thomas's ball given to them.
And as you mentioned, Reza, the Colombians have a lot of ball possession. They should make advantage of that to work the ball around, and they seem to have good legs in terms of swimming, getting the ball across very fast. So it's just converting them into goals. Makes it right in and saved by the corner ball. Is clearly not giving any room to St. Thomas's.
So St. Thomas's again with a corner, this time on the other side of the pool, will know to set up their D and look for one of their bars. Number 10 and number 7 have been their go-to men in terms of success. Just warming up those shoulders there as the Papare band comes into life and then gives this crowd something even more to cheer about. He would have known, he could have looked at the lob option there as well, Mahiru. The goalie had come up quite a bit to cut the angle out, which is a result of that ball being fired to the above the top bar. But I'm sure these are little things that can be given to the players from the bench in terms of options that they can look for.
I think when it comes to lob shots at the goal, it's about skill and experience. So like I said, junior players, they need a bit more practice in terms of making those kind of attempts at goal. Maybe eventually they will do it.
So Royal doing a good job of it in terms of trying to keep the ball in their half of the court, even though St. Thomas's have. And this is running down the shot clock. So if Royal are game aware, they will start swimming back to counter this. As we have the turn of the ball and we've got Royal on attack now with many options in front of it.
Royal is bringing the ball forward and we'll see that Royal top. All three All is now 4 goals ahead of St. Thomas's.
that this is a game of another 3 quarters to go ahead. It's an endurance game definitely now with the new rules which allow you to swim a lot more and take shots even at close proximity to the goal. So St. Thomas's will be aware of this. It's all right to give a lead at the beginning because you can always catch it up. No team comes in the first quarter thinking that this is going to be the scoreline. But as long as St. Thomas's keep swinging that ball up into the 2 and the 4 meter zones, they will be competitive, and if they take it to the last play, they will have victory on their side, Mahiru.
There is truth in that, Reza, because especially when it comes to water polo compared to other sports, it's a very fast-paced game. So the tables turn at any particular moment. And as if you all have viewed, watched last week's first game, the game of the first leg, there were so many turnovers that happened from both sides. So capitalizing on those turnover ball moments and converting them into goals can close in whatever deficit they have, either team has. Which brings back to the question when it comes to the under-19 game as well. Having the Thomins having a significant lead ahead of Royal, then again, you do have the moment to make use of it. So hopefully we'll see what happens in the under-19 game as well.
So this is where St. Thomas's can pull a rabbit out of the hat. They know they will have first attack on goal because they've won almost every swim ball we've had up to date. So if they're really a game aware, they can take the swim ball and get their wingers to continue down the pool and try and earn that extra man situation.
Bringing the ball forward. And speaking of bringing the ball forward, Nawaz makes a pass to the Thomian skipper, Abiru, and Abiru drives in.
Excellent work by St. Thomas's College. Exactly what we spoke about. Earning the extra man situation. They are in game mode now.
Abiru is definitely free there, but unfortunately, there's an interception by the Royal number 9.
St. Thomas has had it all figured out. I can see the bench tearing their hair out there on the Thomian side. Lost opportunity.
Sorry, Reza. But yes, when speaking of lost opportunities, I feel that the Thomians make a lot of errors when it comes to ball handling skills, and it has paid off a lot, especially when it comes to the interception of that extra man situation.
Yusuf Siha gesturing to the referee that it should have been fouled, but he was double teamed there. He didn't see the Thomian defender pairing up.
Thomian vice captain is clearly take the ball forward again. Back to the Thomian skipper.
The long reach of the Royal College goalkeeper coming to his aid there. As he looks for options, he's got the right wing and right bar set up already. The prop seems to be on the 4 meter as well, awaiting that ball. Bad pass.
And Thomian vice captain makes a pass to the number 3. Number 3 makes.
St. Thomas's need to swim and swim fast. This is all.
The Thomian prop is clearly free, and he drives in. He's clearly. There's foul by Thomian number 3, but it's no goal because he made the shot within the 5 meter line. So you have to be on the 5 meter line to make a shot at goal after a foul has been taken.
And somewhat of a repeat of the previous play. Well done by the cap number 7, looking dangerous on the perimeter.
Nawaz takes a shot, but it's clearly off bounds.
They can try the lob option. The Royal College goalkeeper's got long reach, so as soon as he comes down to cut the angle, the lob is something that he will be vulnerable to.
Law number 4 looking for options.
Dinal Velipuli putting the ball in play, swimming up. Good tactic by him. Just needs to swim right in front of the goal. Earns the extra man situation. Well done by Velipuli.
Well, number 5 takes a shot at goal and he scores.
Excellent teamwork by Royal College, drawing the extra man, creating that miscommunication on the defense, and then the barman taking full use of that opportunity in front of the Thomian goal.
I think from the Thomian's point of view, the captain and the vice captain need to communicate a bit in terms of making sure what the rest of the other lads are doing. And the Thomian vice captain makes a shot at goal. He manages to recover the ball. And he makes a beautiful pass to the Thomian prop and he scores.
Excellent from this Thomian prop. Every time St. Thomas's gave him the ball, he scored, which only means that you need to give him the ball a little often.
Yeah.
We spoke about it last week as well, Mairo.
Yes, the Thomian prop Shaheen Meegama definitely asking for the ball, saying feed the ball to him so that he can close in.
Error in judgment by the Royal College goalkeeper to leave his goal there, having so many blue caps in front of him. So exclusion given again to St. Thomas's College, which means they are one defender down, and that was because he didn't allow a 1 meter gap after the foul was given when Royal played on.
Those kind of mistakes shouldn't have happened, Reza, because those are clearly instances related to the rules. So as long as you are aware that you have to keep the necessary gap that is required, those mistakes won't happen. It seems that the Thomian number 10 is out and the number 2 is in.
Bad option there by Royal College previously to take that shot. Having been playing in an extra man situation, would know to form the D, form the arc, and can make 2-3 passes across goal before taking the shot.
That was a bad call by the Royal number 6. It should have.
And having said that, it's time to praise the St. Thomas's College goalkeeper with a wonderful save and then a pass onto his left wing.
That was a bad pass by the Thomian number 11. He should have actually taken the ball forward rather than making a pass to the Thomian number 7 while driving in, because his opposition was clearly very close. He swimming alongside him. And anyway, Royal has taken a timeout right now and giving us a bit of a breather as well.
And a good timeout, Myro. I think we are 4 minutes to play on the second quarter. If you just see at the bottom of the screen there, it says second and 3 minutes 52 seconds remaining. So good timeout, breaking the quarter up into 2, so that Developer spoke about this. Even though it's a young team, sometimes you need to structure the game so that they know they will probably get a break somewhere in the middle. So good timeout there tactically as well, and it'll just relax the nerves of both teams again, just to take a breather, and then of course they have the half-time break where they can reassess what they want to do. But really, Royal College hanging on to yet another 2-goal advantage. Now, St. Thomas's will definitely want to shut this attack down and then counter it. They've been good at the counters. They've had a lot of open water in front of them, but they haven't converted, unfortunately. The lob option is something that St. Thomas's really need to look at, and bringing their number 10 in. We've seen the number 7 drive in and take a lot of shots, which is good. That will pay off towards the end of the quarters, but they need to bring their number 10, their captain, I believe, in.
Yes, I believe. I think they're trying to. The reason why they pulled out the Thomian skipper was to give him a bit of a breather so that he can come back in fresh into the pool. But as we said again, Reza, the Thomian number 7 is clearly making a good break there, and there's clear water ahead of him. Hopefully he makes a good shot attempt there, and he scores. Scored by Nawaz, the vice captain for St. Thomas's.
Wonderful goal by the cap number 7. We said if he keeps shooting, he will make it count. He does this time. Looks relieved. he would have had a few strong words from Isuru Kandavala.
I think more than what the coaches have to say to him, he must have been under a lot of frustration trying to not being able to score them.
That brings the Thomian crowd to life for this under-15 encounter, an all-important one, even though it's just the under-15s playing. as we have Royal on attack now, looking to score through their bars. Nicely set up on the 6 meter.
Great save by Drew Pereira there. I think for Tomian perimeter players, they need to keep in mind that the Royal goalies, their shots at goal are being a bit more predictable for the Royal goalie. So I think the fact that you mentioned about the lob shots will definitely come in play. That was a ball under situation, so it's a turnover.
Good work by the Royal defence there. Once the St. Thomas's College prop had his hand on the ball, the Royal College defender put his hand on top of that to show the referee that it was ball under. And as per the rules of water polo, if the ball is played under, there is a turnover to the other side. So good knowledge of the rules there, and a good pressure defence as well.
This is where the offensive team needs to keep in mind that soon as you feel that the defense is putting pressure on you and trying to push the ball under, you need to release the ball. So the mistake from the Tomian prop was that he didn't release the ball at the right time.
So Royal College with their driving in draw yet another penalty, and we've got Yusuf Siha this time setting up to take that one.
And scored by Yusuf Siha, Royal College number 7, and putting Royal College 5 goals to 3 against St. Thomas's.
It's wonderful as we see that replay. Yusuf Siha, sure of his shot, takes it to the right corner. Omira Lokuge-esque there, wonderfully done by the Royal College bar.
That was a bit risky from the Royal College number 7 because sometimes the referee might have taken that as a fake in front of the goal, but fortunately he just made one clear attempt when the whistle was blown.
Good distribution by Royal College, unselfish play by the left-handed cap number 2 there, Royal College, who gets the ball back. Well saved by St. Thomas's College. These are all goals that will count at the end of the evening. Well done to the goalkeeper. Oh dear, as we have Royal outnumbering the Tomian defence on this side of the pool. The Blue Caps will know to get down to bunch that goal to help their goalkeeper out. They don't do it, and then the goalkeeper will have words for them, and so will their defence coaches. Bad lapse of concentration by the Tomian defence. The Royal College rack up yet another goal.
The Tomian defence should have dropped down back at that moment. Those are mistakes that cannot be apologetic at all. Tomian number 8 now looks for options.
Attacking foul by St. Thomas's College again repeated as they did in the first quarter, and now Royal College have possession. They have ball in front of them with the goalie all isolated on that side. The Royal College under-15 team seem to be repeating what the St. Thomas's under-19 did to their counterparts last week. Excellent play by this young number 7.
Yes, it seems like the Royal number 7 is clearly showing a lot of dominance in the pool.
Yusuf Siha showing good awareness to get to that goal and make full use of the clear water in front of him. St. Thomas's, if they keep swimming behind this boy, Mahiru, are going to regret it on the scoreline at the end of the day.
For sure, Reza. And I feel that it's not that St. Thomas is unable to do that. It's just that they need to focus a bit more on the defense, which they did during the first quarter comparatively. So right now, St. Thomas's has the extra man opportunity. Tomian number 11 takes an attempt, but it's trailed at the goalie's hand.
Good fake to the St. Thomas. Good fake by the St. Thomas's cap number 11. But really, they need to look for a cross pass, Mahiru, because the goalie is all set up on this side. The angles are covered. He's got a long reach, and plus he had another defender in front of him to contend with. So really, someone needs to push there needs to be a blue cup on that 2 meter on the other side to help him out.
Completely agree, because there's 6 people right at the attack, so you need to make use of all those options. That was a bad pass by Drew Pereira. Seems a bit of there's a lack of concentration there. Tomin number 2 makes a pass to Abiru. Abiru makes a pass to Nawaz. My apologies, it was the Tomian prop number 3.
How unfortunate was that? St. Thomas's had that goal at their mercy. Very, very, very unlucky. Excellent goal by the cap number 3, but it will not count at the end of the day as they run out of time on the overall shot clock, because you can see on the right hand side of your screen there everything says 0. So unfortunate for St. Thomas's College, but they have a breather now. They need to look to catching up on these 3 goals, and they can do it. They've got 2 fast swimmers who can link up, share the ball, and then take a quick lead in this third quarter. But at this time, I think it'll be just about taking a swim down, relaxing, bringing your heart rate down a little, and then taking it for the next quarter.
Yes, Raza. It's definitely unfortunate that
we'll take a break on this side as we hand over for commercials to the Papare.com. Thank you and see you soon.
ICC T20 ලෝක කුසලාන තරගාවලියට ඔබත් සූදානම්ද? ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් වෙතින් මුළු තරගාවලියම නරඹන්න රුපියල් 149කට සුවිශේෂී දීමනාවක්. ඔක්තෝබර් 14ට පෙර මෙම දීමනාව ඇක්ටිවේට් කර ICC T20 ලෝක කුසලාන මුළු තරගාවලියම නරඹන්න. channel 6ක්ම ඇක්ටිවේට් කිරීමට on හිස්තන ඩයලොග් TV ගිණුම් වාක්‍ය හිස්තන 27 ලෙස ටයිප් කර 0.77 SMS කරන්න. ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසස්වාදය.
Sit Back with Shaq and Anu on Podhub is back for the 4th season. This time we go live on Channel 1 Dialogue TV, speaking to newsmakers on trending topics in Sri Lanka and abroad. The show is unedited, unfiltered, interactive, audience-driven and live. Every Monday to Thursday night live on Dialogue TV Channel 1. Podhub FB and YouTube and Dialogue View app. Sit back with Shaq and Anu.
It's that time of the season when passion is wrought on the battlefield. When hope strengthens veins, when hearts unite, and when endurance unravels triumph. Subscribe to the View Sports Pack today and witness the best of sports live on your mobile without any data charges on Dialogue View.
And welcome back to the Sugathadasa Swimming Pool complex for the second half of this under 15 Mahinda Liyanage encounter. We're just about to kick off the third quarter for those of you joining us from around the globe and in Sri Lanka. We've had an exciting first 2 quarters over here, where Royal College lead by 3 goals, I think. I'm just waiting for the scores to come up there. Apologies if I've made a mistake on that. As we have swim ball on, and St. Thomas is looking to take that swim ball and make maximum of their attack on goal.
Yes, Abiru, the skipper for the Thomians, goes for the swim ball and wins it. And Thomians go in for the attack in the start of the third quarter.
We really
an
wanted to
answer.
see. Sorry, we really wanted to see St. Thomas's make full use of this attack, Myro. They've got every opportunity there to set up the D the way they want.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that the Thomian vice captain Nawaz made a unsuccessful pass to the Thomian wing, but that was a beautiful long pass by the Royal goalkeeper. I believe it was made to the Royal number 7, but unfortunately, I'm not sure why there was turnover ball there, but Drew Pereira makes a pass to the Thomian number 3 and makes a pass to the Thomian number 2, captain number 2. Nawaz gets the ball and takes a shot, but it hits on the bar of the goal. Recalled by the Thomian number 4. Shahin Gama makes another shot at the goal, but it hits the bar.
All College have been lucky on a few attempts there. St. Thomas's with position on the left of screen, on the left of goal, and then again the rebound appearing for them on the right of goal, but not able to convert it. As we have Royal College in attack now, setting up their perimeter shooter. Good steal from St. Thomas's College. They'll know to get those blue caps up the water quick and fast now. Looking for their prop.
Nawaz looking for his prop to make a pass, and
Good pressure defense, but should the Royal College defend have allowed 1 meter there on the pass?
it's a great pass to back. And it's a corner ball. That was definitely good play by the Thomian number 7 and the number 3.
Do you think you'd play Nawaz in a prop position, Myro, given this situation? If you've got a corner ball, you know you've got 30 seconds on your side to set up the attack. So sometimes it may help to have either a double prop so that it confuses the opposition on defense as well. And of course, having someone like Nawaz or even the number 10, the captain, in that second prop position will give them a lot of options.
For sure, having Nawaz in a prop position does have its advantage, especially that since Nawaz has good pace in terms of driving in with the ball, he gets the first attempt at the goal where he has to swim straight to the goal because he's more further ahead than the rest of the other players. But that's a great goal by the Thomian number 2.
Is this the spark that St. Thomas's College need from their cap number 2 on that left wing? Excellent shot there. Full of strength, full of enthusiasm and determination. If they keep scoring like this, there'll be a lot to cheer for this packed house where we can see a lot of blue, black and blue.
I believe that was scored by Shavin Nanekara. That was a great goal from the Thomian winger.
Excellent. So another good combination that St. Thomas's can come up with in the dying stages of this quarter. Royal need to be wary again. They're only 2 goals ahead, which can vanish in a couple of seconds if they're not careful.
Yeah, Royal really needs to keep their focus on. Royal number 7 takes an attempt.
Good save by the goalkeeper. We're in the pivotal third quarter. The feared quarter that usually shifts momentum from one side to the other. And as we can see it happening in front of our eyes as St. Thomas is swimming away with the ball.
Great
Similar
pass.
play to before with the winger with the ball. Unlucky.
Great save by the Royal goalkeeper. But it's good to see that the Thomians are keeping momentum going. They're still trying to get there in terms of converting those attacks into goals. But it's definitely a big improvement from the second quarter.
And also St. Thomas's seem to be playing 2 down, 4 up, Mahirul. Let's see whether we can catch that on the next play as well. Royal, being aware of that, should swim the defense down now.
It seems that there's an exclusion. And seems like the Thomian skipper has been given an exclusion. He just needs to go back to the red box there on the left-hand side of the Royal of the Thomaian side, and then he has to get back into the attack. There's a clear for Nawaz, and he makes his shot and he scores. Scored by the Thomaian vice captain.
Scoring to the beat of the drums, and there's dancing in the aisles here on the St. Thomas's College side. Excellent goal by the cap number 7. Nawaz reaffirms that he's here to play and here to win. Excellent goal by St. Thomas's.
Speaking of the fact that you mentioned about Nawaz being in a prop position and him being one of the fastest players from the Thomaian side, reminds me of back when Bilal Hassan used to play the prop position. He didn't have a lot of pace as well in the pool, as well as he had a very good shot in his position he used to play.
St. Thomas's counter-attacking and counter-attacking well.
Saved by the Royal goalkeeper.
Could have swarmed that one in just a little bit more, a few strokes to the right of the goal there, and he had option to go either side of the goal.
Or even if Nawaz would have gone for a foul at that particular moment when the Royal defender was on him, he would have got that exclusion as well. So, which would have been a bit more easier for St. Thomas's to convert that attack into a goal.
So as we have a substitution being made by, I think the referee made this substitution because of an injury. So good to see the refs being concerned for player safety, especially in a junior game where they may not be able to express themselves as much because you're playing in a high pressure environment here.
St. Thomas's number 4 brings the ball forward. That St. Thomas is definitely looking hungry here to score. Foul taken by the number 5. Nawaz gets the ball back, and yes, and a penalty is awarded.
This seems to be the side for penalties, Mairu. We've had 2 penalties coming Royal College's way, and now St. Thomas's with their chance.
Yes, I think this is St. Thomas's first penalty which they won. Hopefully they convert this. And Nawaz makes an attempt, but saved by the Royal goalkeeper.
Nawaz looking a little tired there after that shot. You may need to manage these players a little more, Mairu. It's as we said before, it's a high pressure encounter, even though it's just an under 15 game. A lot of expectation from school, especially after having 1 week's break from the first leg.
It seems like a yellow card was awarded. Sorry, a yellow card was given to the Royal number 12, is it?
I think that's first warning, I think, for cap number 12. He's got to be careful of his conduct in the pool if he wants to end the game in the pool.
It's a great shot by the Royal number 4. A lot of perimeter shots are coming from Royal, and great with a lot of good power and speed.
That's what pressure does to you. A few good goals from the opposition, and then suddenly you find yourself shooting without thinking, and Dinal Velepilli will not do his side any favors by shooting beyond the 6 meter mark. They need to get into the 5 or the 6 meter, as we have Royal on attack now on the left wing. Options available to him.
It's good defense by the St. Thomas's number 8 there, leaving the Royal prop at the right time. Great interception.
Good defense by St. Thomas's, and a bad pass by Royal College there. He should have put the ball onto the side of the attacker, instead of which it was more in favor of the defense which is what allows St. Thomas's to counter-attack now. As you see, 4 blue caps on 3 white caps. Extra man situation for Royal College.
It's clear opening from the left-hand side, and yes. Nawaz looking for options here. Number 2 takes a foul. And that's the end of the attack. Oh.
Nawaz putting that ball back out of play and then setting up on the bar. So it looks like they've gone to plan B, where they take the 5-meter foul and the 6-meter foul, I beg your pardon, and then shoot from there. But we haven't seen much of number 10, Myru. I'm just trying to find him in the pool.
I think he's not in the pool at the moment. Supposedly he will be put back into the game very soon. And as I mentioned earlier, I think it also has to do with his injury, which I mentioned. Probably that must be the reason. Anyhow, Thomians are in the attack right now. Nawaz going for the foul. Here's the ball to the Thomian number 4. Thomian number 4 drives in. Hopefully he gets... And it's a penalty again awarded to St. Thomas's.
It seems to be the side for penalties. But St. Thomas's now clawing back that advantage that Royal had in the first quarter. If they score this one, it'll just be a 1-goal deficit.
I believe the coaches have clearly communicated to the team saying, please go in and try to get the penalty or the extra man from driving in with the ball. And that's a goal by the Thomian number 2.
Excellent work by the Thomian winger. He came to his vice captain's aid when he needed it the most and scored 2 quick goals from the wing. This boy seems to have a good shooting arm on him, and well done from the Thomian coaching staff to swap Nawaz for the number 2. Good decision, pays off in their advantage. Well done to St. Thomas's.
Yeah, Shavin Navanekar definitely made a good attempt at goal there to convert that penalty.
So all about thinking on your feet. This is a fast-paced game. The new rules allow it to be that much more faster as well. So good thinking there. St. Thomas's are under pressure.
I think there's a switch there. And the Royal number 4 is going out, letting the Royal number 9 in. I feel the Royal number 4 was sent on exclusion for 3 attempts, so I feel he's out of the game. Royal in the attack, looking for options there. That was a bad move by the Thomian number 2 for leaving his man free, which is why the pass was made to the Royal winger. But it's a good call by Thomian coaches to settle and regroup again.
Yes, right idea there by the Royal College left-handed winger. I think he was looking for the lob, or so it seemed, which would have been a very good move if it worked. And just having been substituted after that confusion about the player replacement. But good timeout by St. Thomas's College. They've got 25 seconds remaining on the game clock for this third quarter, which you can see on the bottom right-hand red color bar there. Royal will be playing. Royal are still playing a full-on defense, so if they can counter it, it's all about just swing up there and then taking the best shot. You've got 25 seconds left, so there's nothing much to lose, really.
Yeah, it's definitely nothing much to lose, and I feel the pressure is on St. Thomas's right now to convert this 25 seconds into a goal, because it's all about their attack. Unless St. Thomas's gives away a turnover ball, or if the ball gets intercepted by Royal College. So it's up to the Thomians to make sure they capitalize on this last few seconds of this third quarter.
And why I say that, Mahiru, is if you see in the middle of your pool there, the St. Thomas's goalkeeper is also in the middle of the pool, which means that Thomian goal is completely defenseless. So if Royal can intercept the ball at the top there and not allow the top ball to come down to the 5-meter mark, then they've got an easy chance at goal.
They do definitely have an easy chance at the goal, so which makes the Thomians much more aware of making complete use of this attack, so that they aren't in a vulnerable position to drop back as soon as possible to the goal.
Royal College can play press defense, pressure the attack into a mistake, and then that Thomian goal is left all isolated with the goalie stranded in the middle or in the quarter of the pool. Are they switched on to that option? We are soon to find out. Excellent work by the Thomian cap number 6, asking his goalie to get back. Very good game awareness.
Not sure why there's a delay here. Why I feel that there was a bit of a discussion with amongst the officials table and the referee. So it's clear Thomians are going into the attack, and Drew Pereira makes a pass. It's a very poor pass though to the Thomian number 5.
Royal alive to the situation, looking to front the opposition and steal the ball right from the top. Pressure defense, hands up. And they have play on, and the Thomian goalkeeper gets back just in the nick of time there. Royal with last attack in this quarter as the clock runs down from 14 to 13 to 12. They don't have time to swim this one up. Shoot is the call from the bench. He needs to get the ball into that 4-meter zone.
But unfortunately, the third quarter comes to an end. It's definitely a good catch-up from the Thomians. But still, on an aggregate score, Royal lead by 3 goals. So it's now or never for St. Thomas's to make use of this opportunity to close in the gap, or will Royal manage to move their gap further ahead? It's all up for grabs in the fourth quarter.
Last quarter coming up, all or nothing game now for St. Thomas's College and Royal College. This is what you train for. These are the moments we live for in this game of water polo. As the coaches have their final instructions to the team. So really, 3 goals is what St. Thomas's College need. If they score the 3 goals and tie, they retain the trophy as well, Mahiru. But I'm sure the instruction will be get out in that fourth quarter and score the first goal. That will put a lot of pressure on the opposition.
Yes, at the moment, Thomians really have to focus on closing in the gap first. So they, number 1, tighten the screws on the defense, and then number 2, making sure that they make the optimum use of the attacks which they get, which is key at the moment. And the Thomians are definitely making use of any opportunity to take an exclusion or a penalty by driving in with the ball, so that the Royal defense falls back. But it's all a matter of converting them into goals. So let's see what St. Thomas's has to do. They are going in for their last team rallying call right round and lining up for the fourth quarter.
And as we say that, there's a nice tailwind heading in the direction of the Royal College goal, which means St. Thomas's can make advantage of that. The wind can do funny things as a goalkeeper.
Hopefully the wind is in favor of St. Thomas's, in literal sense as well.
In terms of the regatta, this is take a home time, Myro. All or nothing, empty the tanks, and then be happy with the effort that you put in the fourth quarter. A lot to take in for a junior team, but they will know exactly the meaning of those words once they come out of the pool after this game is done, as they're ready for the swim ball. And the Mikasa white size 4 ball at the center of the pool.
Looks like Nawaz is going for the swim ball. Hopefully, the Thomian skipper gets back into the pool for the last quarter of the game.
Will that ROYAL spur the Thomian skipper on even more to come in, take the ball and score? I'm sure that's what he will be concentrating on as we have swim ball on. Heavy kicks to be seen from both sides. St. Thomas's have advantage on the swim ball. An excellent 8 out of 8, and it does just that. Wonderful play here by the Thomian number 7, but left all alone. He needs a pair.
Very unfortunate there. Thomian number 3 gives away the ball. It seems that all swim ball attempts were won by St. Thomas's, but they were unable to convert those attacks into goals. Turnover ball, and Thomian number 4.
Excellent sniper-like swim in there from the Thomian number 7, which gives him again positional advantage on this side. He's got a friend now to help him out. Who better than the cap number 2 from St. Thomas's College? Oh, unlucky. They've got rebound again. They need to get the blue caps onto this side of the corner.
Great recovery by Nawaz. Nawaz makes a great pass to the number 4, and he scores. Great goal by the Thomian number 4.
Exactly what the doctor ordered for Mahiro. Scores are level going in this fourth quarter. St. Thomas's will know one more will do the trick. It will send shivers up the spine of this Royal College defense. And then the bench gets agitated. Then the nail biting starts. And then it's anyone's game.
Thomian number 4, Arit Salga, definitely pull the momentum up there. Royal gets an extra man opportunity there.
Royal College need to play as a team. Pass and shoot. Basics of...
Beautiful save by the Thomian goalkeeper.
We said pass and shoot. We said pass and shoot. And now St. Thomas's will know to pass and shoot. That wing is looking ever more ominous and ever more dangerous for Royal College as he comes into the center of the pool. Referee signaling turnover ball there, but I thought St. Thomas's had a claim on that one with the rebound.
It did, but I think that's one thing when it comes to the new rules, Reza, where the Thomian number 3 just had to take one stroke towards the ball and show that he had control of the ball, and would have definitely got a foul at that moment. Arit Salgado. Great save by the Royal goalkeeper.
Excellent shot there, but you need to be shooting from close range really if you want to convert that. Excellent shot. Well saved by the goalkeeper. Good water polo all around. But this is where we've got a frenetic half going, a quarter in front of us with Royal College. Clear advantage. Just needs to shoot.
Brilliant save by the Thomian goalkeeper there.
Good defense by the St. Thomas's cap number 11 to pressure the shooter there. He didn't have enough time to react, which results in a Royal corner ball. And they've got 30 seconds on the shot clock. All shooting in desperation. That goal is wide open if they have a few cross passes.
Tomians are not giving any room, Reza, right now.
Will we see that Tomian grit coming to the fore as we have cap number 7 swimming this one up? He's done a lot of work during today's play.
Will Nawaz score? And he scores! Tomians with a brilliant goal by Nawaz.
Sets this stadium alight and the fans are on their feet. Well done by St. Thomas's College. This is why we come to play the game, and this is what we've been missing for 2.5 years. Thank you to both schools for putting on such a wonderful performance. And really now, this is anyone's game. St. Thomas's leading for the first time in 7 quarters.
Yes, Reza, and we can the youngsters are clearly showing some Tomian grit here. And it's now or never till the end of the game.
This is where you need to rely on your basics. Form the D, make a few good passes, tire the goalkeeper out and take the best shot. Easier said than done when you're in low oxygen mode, and especially at the tender age of 13, 14 and 15 for these boys playing this encounter. But this is what...
It's a brilliant save by the Tomian number 2, Shavin Nanekara. Shavin Nanekara has showed a lot of promise in this 3rd and 4th quarter.
St. Thomas's with their prop quickly and readily formed on that 2-meter line. Royal College will know to push him out of that line or push him into the 2-meter.
Great pass by Nawaz, but Shavin makes a pass to the prop, and I feel that there's an exclusion. Tomians really need to capitalize on this exclusion.
Penalty given. We said this was the side for penalties, and St. Thomas's are the recipients now of the second penalty. So altogether 2 apiece for Royal.
I think, Reza, it's just that's a very bad pass. But the number 4, Arit Salgado, scores.
St. Thomas's College scoring to the beat of the drums here by the Papare band. I beg your pardon, that was not a penalty, but St. Thomas's made full advantage of that extra man situation. Salgado, will that be the name that St. Thomas's remember and take ahead of this?
That was a very dangerous pass from the Tomian number 11, but fortunately the number 4 was there to recover and make an attempt at goal.
St. Thomas's now believing they have come to win. They have come to take this Mahinda Liyanage back to Mount Lavinia. They're not going to give it up without a fight.
Yes, for the first time in this Mahinda Liyanage encounter, the Tomians are ahead, and the deficit has now been closed. It's anyone's game right now. It's 4 minutes and 21 seconds to go. It seems like, Reza, it's going to, like you said earlier, it's now in a nail-biter situation.
Yes, nice calming breeze up here in the commentary box to cool things off a bit. Microphone seems to be gathering a bit of smoke with all the speaking that we've been doing so far, but good timeout as well. Again, Mairo taken somewhere in the half of the quarter.
Yeah.
With 4 minutes remaining to play, that's 4 attacks per side.
Without any turnovers.
Yes. So really, we should be looking at another 2, minimum 3 or 4 goals being scored by either side.
Definitely, there's a chance for them to score.
It just depends on who takes up those remaining goals on the attacks available to them.
And Royal is in attacking position right now.
Royal set up too deep. He's too deep to take that shot. He looks for his prop in as an option, but this can be another decoy.
Brilliant goal by the Royal prop number 5.
Excellent play there by Royal College, setting up the perimeter shooter on that 6 or 7 meter line, and then the decoy swimmer coming in from prop to bar. Wonderful play there. We've seen Sachit Jalitilka do it many a time from the prop to bar, but this was wonderful by an under 15 team to see.
Yes, Reza, and if you see clearly, like soon after the pass was made to the prop the Royal prop, the Royal winger was actually trying to dive in to get that opportunity to get an exclusion again. So Royal is clearly looking for all options right now. Great pass to the number 2, and he scores! Scored by Shavin Nanekkara. Shavin Nanekkara clearly showing a lot of skill and grit in this.
Can you believe it? He says one more. Cap number 2 spurs his team on. This is what the Royal Thomian is made out of, and this is why we love this game so much. Wonderful scenes here at the Sugathadasa Stadium. If you haven't joined us and if you're in Sri Lanka, you better make the trip down to the stadium because we're having one thriller of a match. And as the crowd goes silent to hear the referee's call, Royal College, can they repeat another stunner from that 6 meter? They seem to be setting up there. The wing is sitting deep.
Pass. Thomian goalkeeper was a bit stunned there. But it seems like the Thomian coaches are asking whether that was the player was within the 2 meter line when the shot was taken. Nevertheless, the goal was awarded to Royal College, and Royal College is 9 goals against St. Thomas's to 10.
St. Thomas's goalkeeper clearly outmaneuvered there because of the size of the Royal attacker. I'm sure if you had a slightly bigger goalkeeper, he would have been more susceptible to taking on the player. These are all little things that count in, but good awareness by the Royal College attacker to react on the rebound. You see a little slowness in terms of skills on the reaction, but that is why we are playing this under 15 encounter, so that all of that gets tightened up and fine-tuned for the under 19 game.
I feel
good water polo all around.
I feel in that last goal that was scored, the Thomian goalie was actually looking at the coach to see whether it was a 2 meter foul or not. But Thomian number 3 makes a shot attempt, but he was within the 5 meter line, so the goal wasn't awarded.
I think it's because he says you cannot take a one motion shot when you're within the 5 meter. St. Thomas's high five each other, but I hope they're quick to notice that the ball has been turned over and it's play on the other side. So what he should have done was put the ball in play and then played on.
Actually, Reza, I feel that he was just past the 5 meter line. So because he was 4 meters away from the goal was the reason why that the goal wasn't awarded. So if he was actually behind the line or on the 5 meter line, it would have been a goal. Unsuccessful shot.
Well done by the Royal College defense to push that Thomian prop closer to the right hand side so that the goalie has less of the goal to defend. But really, if he's isolated, they can front him to stop the pass coming into him at all. As we have Royal College stranded in the middle of the pool, St. Thomas's doing their best to earn a turnover. I think they just need to counter this one, Myro. St. Thomas's have number 4 free on the top.
And Royal College number 5 scores.
Number 5 does not give them a reason to counter. Well done by Royal College. But again, if you want to put pressure back on the opposition, time to start countering. Leave the top man free and then you can break away. Probably drop one of the wing defenders back onto the goal post.
St. Thomas is number 4. Looks like the ball is called back by the referee. And it's an extra man opportunity for St. Thomas's. And good call from the St. Thomas's coaches for a timeout there.
Papare band playing a bit more of a relaxed tune there, I guess, to relax us up in the commentary box here and as well as the players. but everyone's on the edge of their seat. Good to see this kind of competition. You've definitely got your money's worth at the stadium. There seems to be a lot of food around, happy faces and flags waving. We are unfortunate not to see the Thomian side, which is just below the commentary box and on the other side of this camera. But I assure you, they're having a ball of a time over there. And if you're anywhere in the vicinity of the Sugathadasa Stadium, please do join us, because we've got another game coming up at 5:30 in the evening.
It's definitely a great day, a great sporting encounter to not just witness. It's good to spend. Bring out your friends and family to come and witness this great game of water polo which is played today.
Royal College can look for a turnover. They can pressure the defense right at the top, because that goalkeeper is still swimming back. This winger is dangerous. Rebound coming up. A large thud into that goal there, as St. Thomas have rebound now and possession again, more importantly.
Very poor handling by the Thomian number 6 there. Costed St. Thomas a lot at this dying stage of the game.
Yes, the ball really needs to be in one of the seniors' hands here at under 15 level especially. It's not that the others are less capable, but it's about handling the pressure. So you'd want to give it to your top 2 or 3 shooters there to go out there, give them the license and say, win this for college.
Yes, it was unfortunate that the number 6 got the ball from a rebound there, which it was good from his side to recover, but it was just managed. It was just a matter of keeping the ball and putting it to. Navas takes a break there. Will Navas convert this breaking opportunity into a goal?
St. Thomas has 3 blue caps on 2. Extra man advantage. He'll know to get as close as possible, and he does it. Staggering goal there by St. Thomas's College. Makes the Papare band come to life again, and this is exactly what St. Thomas's need, Myro.
Yes, 15 seconds to go, and it's Royal ball. At the moment, if you guys are watching, if you are watching right now, St. Thomas is one in this encounter. The aggregate score, they are just 1 goal in deficit, and Royal College wins the Lavinia Trophy with 1 goal ahead of St. Thomas's College. It was a really exciting comeback from the Thomians, where they were 2 goals ahead at the end of at the start of the 4th quarter, but unfortunately Royal was able to capitalize and close the gap, leaving St. Thomas's just 1 goal ahead at the end of the 2nd leg. But unfortunately, because Royal College scored 2 goals ahead of St. Thomas in the first leg, they take the trophy.
Yes, we said that 2 goals was nothing to sit back and be relaxed about, and just as we predicted, it's been a real humdinger, Myro. Excellent water polo, exciting stuff, and really congratulations to both teams. The coaching staff, the players, the committees, the principals, the warden, and let's not forget the parents who have had to take the players for sometimes 10, 12 sessions a week, stay at practices till late. Let's share it for them for supporting water polo and keeping these young athletes motivated to play the game in a very high pressure encounter.
Yeah, Reza, and it's definitely good to see all parents, spectators, water polo fanatics all to come together after 2 years of no particular sporting encounters like this. It's good to see the Hayman is back for a good game of water polo to witness for everyone. And speaking of mentioning of all the stakeholders of this encounter, we should also keep ourselves remind ourselves of the joint committee as well, with the past players who managed to put this event together. So congratulations to them as well.
So yes, this is why we've come to play the game, and as is the form every year, one team will take the trophy home and one team will not. But really it's the friendship and the life skills learned along the journey to this point, Myro, that allows these young athletes to learn from these encounters, and it will definitely keep them in good stead for future endeavors, whether it be exams, whether it be universities, whether it be jobs, and then becoming parents later on. So we wish everyone the best of luck with everything they do in the future. These boys have a long way to go. They also will be taking part in the under-19 game next year for the Dr. R.L. Hayman Trophy, which we hope will bring you as much excitement as it did for us this year. And as we go into commercial breaks, we will see you at 5:30 for the next game. This is Mahiru Abesekara and Reza Ghani signing off for the Papare.com. Thank you, God bless, and good night.
Catch you soon.
Watch TV from anywhere at any time on your mobile with Dialog View app. Watch up to 115 live TV channels on the go with Rewind and Catch-Up TV. Don't worry about missing your favorite TV programs without any data charges on the Dialog network. Download the View app and register your Dialog television account to enjoy a world of entertainment for free. Dialog Television, Sri Lanka's #1 television experience.
ICC T20 ලෝක කුසලාන තරගාවලියට ඔබත් සූදානම්ද? ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් වෙතින් මුළු තරගාවලියම නරඹන්න රුපියල් 149කට සුවිශේෂී දීමනාවක්. ඔක්තෝබර් 14ට පෙර මෙම දීමනාව ඇක්ටිවේට් කර ICC T20 ලෝක කුසලාන මුළු තරගාවලියම නරඹන්න channel 6ක්ම ඇක්ටිවේට් කිරීමට on හිස්තනක් ඩයලොග් TV ගිණුම් අංකය හිස්තනක් 27 ලෙස ටයිප් කර 077 SMS කරන්න. ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසාස්වාදය.
Sit Back with Shaq and Anu on Podhub is back for the 4th season. This time we go live on Channel 1 Dialogue TV, speaking to newsmakers on trending topics in Sri Lanka and abroad. The show is unedited, unfiltered, interactive, audience-driven and live. Every Monday to Thursday night live on Dialogue TV Channel 1, Podhub FB and YouTube and Dialogue View app. Sit back with Shaq and Anu.
It's that time of the season when passion is wrought on the battlefield, when hope strengthens veins, when hearts unite, and when endurance unravels triumph. Subscribe to the View Sports Pack today and witness the best of sports live on your mobile without any data charges on Dialogue View.
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
Hello and welcome to Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, the Papare.com. We are live from the Sugathadasa Swimming Pool complex for the second leg of the 28th annual Dr. R.L. Hayman Trophy water polo encounter between Royal College and St. Thomas's College.
Akhtar Jaffer, 19 years old, senior colorsman on the left bar. St. Thomas will look to mark him. Omira Lokoge, the man of the hour, 18-year-old, right bar, strongly built, fast swimmer, excellent water polo player. Mishan Kotiarachi on the left wing.
It's Manula Vikramratne for St. Thomas's, the skipper, playing at bar. Will be crucial for St. Thomas's. Vice captain Randeep David at wing. Gehan Vijay Singer, one of the experienced players for St. Thomas's. The 28th annual Dr. R.L. Hayman Trophy water polo encounter. There will be a lot of nerves from both the sides.
He knows they're close, and we have start off, swim ball on. Omira Lokoge looks to get to the ball first, unless St. Thomas's can come up with something. Well done by Omira Lokoge. Brilliant technique to win that swim ball. And we have Akil Fairoz at centre position looking to distribute. They'll need one of the wingers here. Akhtar Jaffer looking for Akindu Handan on that right wing. He's free. Savindra Disanaika takes up a bar position. Will he take the 5-meter shot and go for it? Oh, brilliant shot. Good effort. Akhtar Jaffer free on the right. Omira can just swim this one. He's all alone. He's got clear water in front of him. Looks for Akhtar Jaffer. Right bar free. Akindu Handan Patrana goes in, fakes, takes the shot. Very well stopped by the goalkeeper. Domian exclusion, so Royal on extra man again. Akindu Handan Patrana on that right bar. Looks for Omira Lokoge on the left bar. Royal going into double prop. Yamit Jaikuri as well in the centre pocket. Omira should make this count. He does! Beautifully done by Omira Lokoge. The first score of the match goes to Royal College. Just loses the ball. St. Thomas's actually have, because Savindra Disanaika is on the other side of the pool, St. Thomas's only have 5 attackers on the side. So, left-hander coming in there. Sai Savendra takes a beautiful shot. Oh, ricocheted. And well done by St. Thomas's College. Akil Fairoz on the centre, distributes Omira Lokoge, looking for Savindra Disanaika in the centre pocket. He's free and he scores. Well done by Savindra Disanaika. Anam swims up. This is dangerous. They can't let the Tomin shooters come into that 5-meter mark. Manla takes it. Beautifully done. Banuka Virusingha needs to bring his game up here. as we have an exclusion again. Akhtar Jafar puts it in the back of the net. Well done there by the senior colorsman. Dahanayaka doesn't seem to be doing much. Dinesh David has clear water in front of him if he wants to go. Akindu Patri takes the lob. Oh, unfortunate. Outstanding water polo players in the pool and a very close game. So the first quarter goes to Royal College, 3 goals to 2. Set the next quarter. He'll be telling his boys probably, let's just repeat the first quarter that Royal did. Take it from there and take this game into the last quarter like a Mahendra Singh Dhoni-esque on it. Akil Fairoz, good start, but I think Dhiren David has a little bit on him. Looks close to call from here. Akil Fairoz just gets there. Well done. Royal College 2 out of 2. This is good. His hands. Omir takes the shot. Very well. Just needs to tap the ball out of his hand without getting onto his back. No goal. Bhanukabir Singh did well there. He had both angles free. Akhtar Jafar, unnecessary backhand there from long range. St. Thomas's with a chance to score. Falls right in front. Oh no, Royal College very, very lackadaisical in front of that goal on rebound. Savinder Dissanayake in the middle of the pool turns. If he lets go, it'll be a sure penalty. Oh no. Made a right mess of that one. Savinder Dissanayake. Very well done. That was a sure Royal goal. So Royal have missed 2 to 3 opportunities where they could have been. Mishan Kotiarachi can take the lob shot if he needs. Go in, look for Akhtar Jafar in the centre pocket. Oh no, Akhtar take the shot they say, and he does it. Beautifully done there by Akhtar Jafar. We have Savinder Dissanayake struggling on goal and he's got an exclusion. He just needs to take the shot. Oh no, what is Savinder Dissanayake doing? He could have passed to another up on the 5-meter tired looking shot. It was. Royal and St. Thomas's both, there's a lot riding on this. A lot at stake here. These boys have trained for the best part of 10, 11, sometimes 12 months for this day.
But given that how Savinder Dissanayake, the skipper, has missed quite a few opportunities, and Savir Vijay Singh with his goalkeeping, they will be slightly concerned.
Akhtar Jafar, Akil Fairoz was free in the pocket. Wow. It's gone. Defenders hands up, they say. Good save by Bhanukabir Singh. Awada. Beautifully done by Omir Lokoke. Confident, sure of his shot. Well intercepted by Royal College. Savinder Dissanayake read that pass. Beautifully done. Very good defense by Omir Lokoke. Showing both hands there. Very well taken lob. Very well taken goal there by Manula Vikramaratne. Got into the position that he needed to be in. Manula showing Omir Lokoke that St. Thomas's have got the skills to back up this Hayman. Omir Lokoke with the shot. Corner ball coming up. The 2 bars or the left wing will look to shoot. Royal College know it. Dhiren Dias comes up on that wing. Akindu Handun Patirana. Unlucky by Akil Zuhair.
5-4 it stands. And it's 19-15 on aggregate. Royal leading.
Akindu Handun Patirana. Oh, beautifully saved. Asking for the ball. Oh, beautifully done. That's why he asks for the ball, and that's why he is so feared on that top 3 shooting trio that Royal College have managed to put together this year. They make it count as they high-five each other. Akhtar Jafar looks to be taking this second leg away from St. Thomas's little by little. St. Thomas is in a double prop position. Beautiful ball into the prop there. Exclusion coming. Man in the centre is free. Well, good switch up there by Akhtar Jafar. Royal look to bounce the goal now. Manula Vikramaratne needs to make this count. Gets in quite close. Unlucky. Good defence by Royal College. Sai Savindra has been doing a brilliant job at defending this water polo powerhouse in Savinder Dissanayake. Nidule Lukpitia coming into the bar. Wow, what a shot from Savinder Dissanayake. Omir Lokoke, the star shooter for Royal College, sets this one up, bounces it. Wow, unlucky. Brought in for Royal College, coming back from 4 goals. Beautifully done there by Savinder Dissanayake. This man is a class act. Royal seem to be running away in this quarter. 7 goals to 4, 3 goals advantage. Again, Coach Bilal Hassan puts his bench in.
Of 21-15 in favour of Royal. Make it 21-16.
Wonderful goal there by Manula Vikramaratne. The captain shows exactly why he's been given responsibilities of leadership, not just the talent but the cool head that he has on him, which him to shoot. Crowd wants another goal from this Tomian team. Gyan Vijay Singha does it in style, beautifully done. Yahan Ratnatunga, the more inexperienced centre marker. Royal 5 seconds away from Hayman Glory as they do it. Very well done there by Royal College. Bilal Hassan, Isivarno de Silva and Harshaka Nisanga, the coaching staff, to everyone who helped out with this team in the last 4 to 5 years. You've done an amazing job with these set of boys, and they've won the second leg 7 goals to 6. Close game by both teams, but Hayman victory for Royal College once more. Amazing scenes at the Sugathadasa Swimming Pool complex as the crowd joins in to say that water polo made us the men that we are today.
Yes, indeed. Royal winning it back-to-back, the 28th Dr. R.L. Hayman Trophy encounter.
It's indeed a pleasure to be witnessing these games. It's a privilege for the boys to represent their colleges, and I hope everyone watching at home and on their computers in different parts of the world will enjoy the production that the Papare.com has provided us with.
Captain Manula Vikramaratna, Vice Captain Randev David, and in cap order Suvishka Hennayaka, Anam Sauja, Komin Karuna Sekara, Akil Zuhair, Sai Sivendra, Dhiren Dias, Shivan Ebenezer, Gihan Vijay Singha, Shaurya Kurukula Surya, Diresh David, and Saviru Vijay Singha. To the champions, Royal College. Captain Savinda Disanayaka.